Yo, what's going on out there, GSTV? It's your boy Matthew Braham. I'm here with my man Marcus Candy. What's going on out there, man? You all right? You all right?
Good,
He's in the studios for us today, guys. We're gonna have a quick little interview, talk to him about a lot of things: X Factor, his debut album, and just his overall experience since going into stardom, man. You doing good today?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good to be here, man. Good to be at GSU.
Good to have you, man.
Yes, sir.
You know, the first question definitely want to holler at you about, man, is that, you know, we saw the star that you've been able to really evolve into, especially with X Factor.
Appreciate that.
But I know a lot of people are also aware just about the experience and the trials and tribulations that it is getting to that point. You know, what kind of motivated you to even go into the music industry, and what even motivated you to even go out for X Factor?
Oh, well, first of all, the music industry, I've been watching, obviously, like anybody else, aspiring as a kid, watching the artists on TV. You know, I didn't always want to be a singer, you know, but as I got older and started coming into my own and getting more confidence built, you know, and then I could sing, you know, at a young age, so it was just kind of like, you know, I watched and I paid attention to people like Usher, you know, and I paid attention to a lot of the entertainment that went down, even TLC's, you know, Monica, a lot of the great 90s artists.
Right.
You know, that's what I watched when I was growing up, trying to do R&B, so a lot of motivation came through that. You know, my mom was a big motivation piece because, you know, she kind of not necessarily tried to force me on the stuff, but, you know, she pushed me to be better at whatever I wanted to do. You know, so when it came to music, you know, it was easy for me to, you know, get into it because I had the support, you know, with my mom. And the X Factor, funny enough, I actually didn't want to do it actually at first.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't want to do the X Factor. I auditioned for American Idol when I was 16. I was a huge American Idol fan, like huge, you know, but when the X Factor rolled around, I was determined that I was going to make it without American Idol. I got a no from American Idol, so it was like, at 16, it got a little discouraging, you know, in the inside. I never showed, you know what I'm saying, my discouragement, but it got a little discouraging in the inside, you know, but, you know, I got back on my feet and tried again. You know, my mom, like I said, my mom was a huge help in that.
Yeah, you know, speaking of your mom, I remember watching X Factor, and you were talking about how she gave you 2 years, right?
That's right.
Before going into college, you said, you know, you could either go to music or college. You had 2 years. Can you talk to us about that, man? Like, what was that about, you know?
I mean, my mom, she gave me 2 years specifically because, you know, when I graduated from high school, I couldn't get my transcript to college. I had to, you know, I owed my school money, so they wouldn't give me my transcript to go to college, you know, but I think everything happens for a reason, man. You know, I took the time after college to start doing music. You know, I started getting a little lazy, a little lackadaisical because of the fact that, I mean, I was young. You know, I should have been focused on music, but I really wasn't. I had a girlfriend, you know how that goes.
Yeah, man.
Get a girlfriend, you ain't got no worries, no bills to pay, so now you're just hanging out, you know. So that was a time in my life where I guess I was transitioning, you know, but you know, my mom gave me those 2 years though. You know, she said, look, I'm gonna give you 2 years to do your thing, you know, or you gotta go to get a job or something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? College degree, something, you know, so we was gonna work it out. So I like I said, the X Factor rolled around, and then as soon as that rolled around, the 2 years was pretty much up. You know, I got so far in the show, you know, that I acquired L.A. Reid on my team.
Right,
you know, I was on his team, but I acquired him on my team, you know, so it meant a lot, you know, that he believed in me and my talent, you know, and what God gave me. So, you know, it's just crazy, man.
Awesome, man. And, you know, speaking of L.A. Reid, you know, your first audition, man, you went out there and killed it. You killed it, man. You did Stevie Wonder, which I'm sure was even kind of nerve-wracking for you. How was it being in front of, you know, legends like Paula Abdul, and then you got Simon Cowell, then you got L.A. Reid? I mean, what are they like people, man, like in person, like when the cameras are off, man?
Man, you know, so funny, I go down the list for you. L.A. Reid is a smooth, cool dude. Like, he's like one of those older, like, he's like a older uncle that, you know, the older uncles that try to give you that advice about life. Like, he's kind of like that, you know, in a sense. You know, for me, you know, growing up in a single parent home, you know, he kind of gave that another male influence in my life. You know, my mom tried to keep me around so many male influences, you know, so he was another positive influence, especially gearing towards music for me, you know, so it meant a lot that L.A. Reid, like I said, was on my team. Nicole, she's such a sweet innocent. She has a sweet innocence about her, which is nice. She's definitely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I was watching the VH1 special about that, actually.
Yeah, she's goddamn gorgeous in person. She's ridiculous.
Yeah, so no makeup for that, huh? She
don't even need much makeup. Like, I can see that personally.
Yeah.
But Paula, she's so sweet. She's I remember when I was doing a lot of the moving and dancing, she would give me advice on that, because she's one of the greats at it. So, she would give me advice on how to breathe and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. And Simon, man, you get what you get, But secretly though, he's nice. People try to play hard on TV, but he got a little nice side to him. So.
Definitely, man. And then when you made it to the second round, man, you had an opportunity that I think a lot of singers, I mean, even guys in general like to have. You had an opportunity to serenade Rihanna. Dude, you serenaded Rihanna, man. You serenaded Rihanna. Like, she even said, she was like, he was looking dead at me. And I felt like I was his fan, man. How was that, man? I mean, I was watching the video. I was hanging. I was like, man, I wish that was me right now,
Well, I think, it's funny. It's funny. I didn't know that she said that until I saw it on TV for myself. So it's funny because they had you, audition in front of her and you right off the stage, But I didn't know she said all that, But the one thing, like I said, I always speak about my mom. But the one thing my mom always taught me, she said, when I started singing R&B music, she said, now the thing about R&B is what you got to know is that when you sing or when you're singing, you make sure every single lady in the room knows that you're speaking to them. And that's what my mom taught me. Because she knows, she's a female, so she understands. Right. If I'm watching the show, I want to know he talking to me. Right. So she taught me that. So when it came down to Rihanna, you have L.A. Reid and you have Rihanna. She's the female. So what should I do? I'm going to stare directly at the female the whole time so she knows that I'm singing to her.
Right.
So that was the beauty about that. I mean, obviously, I tell this story all the time. Everybody, when we first knew Rihanna was our judge, everybody was, everybody was nervous. Everybody was looking at her all funny, like just kind of, admiring her, right? So I'm in the back of everybody. I'm sitting back. I'm like, I got a question. Raise my hand. She says yes. I said, so I just got to tell you something. Like, you look just as fine in person as you do on TV. I just thought you should know that. So she looked at me. She said, you the lover man, huh? You the lover man. I said, yeah, I mean, do a little something. And I said, but I'm cool though. And I stuffed it in the back. But yeah, I mean, me, I was gonna keep it real.
Yeah, man.
She is funny.
Yeah, man. I hear that, man. I hear that. And so the experience on the show, for the most part, was it positive? Was anything you kind of wish you would have done differently now looking back and having the opportunity to see things from hindsight, man, in 2020?
Nah, man. I think everything. I would have done the same thing, man. It was a learning experience. I think that's the thing about me for the X Factor. Like, it was a learning experience for me. Like, when I do things, like, no matter if it's negative or positive, you learn from both negative things and positive things as well. So I try my best to take the positive out of everything, even on the X Factor. Like, I was trying to encourage people. Obviously, it was a competition. We all came into a realization there's going to be one winner. So it was just kind of like, there's no need for us to come back and get to hating or get mad or get sad. Like, we cried with each other. Like, I mean, I didn't cry. I ain't gonna lie.
Right. I got you.
But it was crying going on for each other. I felt when people got voted off too. Because it was like you build a connection with these people. People think you have these shows and it's all about what's the dirt behind the scenes, but there's not much dirt.
Right.
We all felt like like I said, we knew it was gonna be one winner. And at the end of the day, we knew that no matter what, we all came in with the mindset that, well, especially me, I came in with the mindset that I'm going to be successful no matter what happened. So I mean, it was cool, man. It was a great experience, man. Like I said, I'm signed to Epic, so hey, what can I say?
Right, man. And call it right now. Who do you think's going to win this season?
Woo!
You keeping up to it with the contestants? Who do you think got it?
It's only right that I say he's from the DMV. I gotta say David Corey. I mean, he's
he's
from the DMV, so I gotta vote my man. He on Team LA Reid too.
Right, man. You represent the whole team, man.
I gotta rep,
man. So let's talk about, man. You got a hot single out right now with Wale. Talk to the people about it. You got an album also coming out, man. Let us know, man, what you up to these days. What should we be waiting for, man? The highly anticipated single, the album, man. Let's go, man. Let's rap.
All right, so right now, well, first of all, I always gotta say this. Before this single came out, I had a single called "Won't Make a Fool Out of You" on the Think Like a Man soundtrack. Which was crazy, man. That was a crazy opportunity through Epic Records. Tricky Stewart's my A&R. A month or two, like 2-3 months, I was in LA recording my EP, working on my EP. This is Marcus Canty, which will be dropping in January. So I'm excited about that. Like I said, right now I have a single, In and Out, featuring my man Wale from the DMV.
Right.
It's on 106 in Park, top 10 videos. I shot the video in Brooklyn. Wale showed so much love, man. It was crazy. Like, I had so much fun, man. Now I'm on a promo tour now. I'm promoting my single, my album, who I am. You know, people see me on the X Factor, but now it's their chance to see me in person and let them know it's real. You know, and let them know that I'm reachable, man. That's what it's about. You know, it's about touching the people in any way that I can.
Yeah, man.
You know, and letting my voice be heard. You know, so right now I'm working on that. I got so much exciting stuff coming up, man. I can't really give y'all secrets, but you know, I got some stuff where, you know, I'm just saying, don't watch me, watch TV.
I got you. I got you, man. Is there anybody in particular you could talk about who you're working on with the album, man? Any stars you want to throw out there?
Well, I mean,
we
you know,
with?
well, first of all, I want to say that my album, I was in Billboard, a fall edition for the top 10 R&B albums to look out for this year coming up. So I'm excited about that, man. That was an incredible plug for me, man. So I worked in the studio with, like I said, Tricky Stu is my A&R. He worked on a lot of songs. Single Ladies is a famous one people know. Umbrella is another. Justin Bieber, a lot of too many Justin Bieber songs, too many Beyonce songs. Like, he worked with the best. So I think that's the beauty of my situation. I'm working with the best right now. You know, the best of the best. You know, even underground producers, you know, that I'm working with, they're still the top of the best. You know, so I mean, I'm just working, man. Like I said, as far as names, you know, I don't have too many. You know, I have Claude Kelly, who was actually off of the X Factor. He was my vocal coach, and he's actually a writer, famous writer. So, Claude Kelly, Kukarel. I was in the studio with a guy named Infinity, Harmony. I did a lot of records. A lot of people, man. I've been in the studio a lot, man. I'm actually gonna go back in the studio soon too when the tour dies down. So I'm excited, man. I got a lot, man. I'm working, man. I got another single coming out soon. Actually dropping next week. Used by You. Which is on one of my samples that I give out when I go around. So get you a sample.
I'm not that for real, man. Y'all heard that, man? Get you a sample as well. And this video right now is playing on 106 in Park, so make sure you guys call in and vote for that as well. You know what I mean? I definitely want to ask as well. You know, I was on Twitterverse. I told people that I had an opportunity to sit down with the great Marcus Cantina. I asked him, hit me if you want to ask any questions to him. One of my followers hit me. I guess he's a singer right now, and he's kind of suffering from an issue, I guess, with a speech impediment. Could you give him any kind of advice from what he asked me in terms of what you could kind of give to him if he's kind of working through his singing, his vocals right now?
Speech impediment. It's different. I don't know anything. I don't know much about a speech impediment.
Right.
But
in terms of his limitations, that is, he kind of said that, you know, he's kind of limited right now. Any kind of advice you can offer him?
Limited as far as like his career.
Well, I guess just in terms from a vocal technical standpoint, he's kind of running into that. And if you've known any or worked with anybody who's kind of had a similar issue, what they were able to do to kind of overcome that, you know?
Wow, I ain't gonna lie. I've never dealt with somebody with a speech impediment. I've never heard of a singer with a speech impediment. Or at least they hide niggas. I don't know.
Right.
But I think, I mean, you know, I speak solely on a dream. You know, if you got a dream to sing, you know, you can find different ways, you know, to work it out, or find your niche. You know, especially if you have a speech impediment, find your niche so that your niche works for what you like to do, and do what you do the best way that you can. You know, if you like to sing, man, and it sounds like you had a pretty huge passion, even if you have a speech impediment, that's already a discouragement in itself. You know, and if he wants to sing, man, it's like, I just encourage him to just keep on driving and keep believing in the dream that you want to be a singer, man. Because, like I said, there's a lot of people that'll tell you, especially like you said, with a speech impediment. I'm pretty sure people will probably tell him all types of craziness, man. But the thing about it is, you gotta drown out the negativity. You know, it's hard. It's real hard, but you got to drown it out, you know, because that's where you get to the light.
That's it, man. That's
right.
it. But there was another question that came in. Somebody wanted to find out in terms of fame. You know, a lot of people say before they're famous that they'll never change when they become famous. You know, as an evolving star and doing amazing things, man, I'm sure you got so many things getting thrown at you. Do you see a change within yourself? And if so, negative or bad, or even those you may even work with who are around you who are blown up, or who've already blown up, just in terms of that, man? What do you think, man? Well, you almost have to, like, callous yourself off because the industry can be so gritty and hard, or?
See, I think people, let me see. I don't know. I'm a baby in the game, so I think so far what's going on right now, I feel like it's not as bad as people make it seem. I think the media does a lot to it. You know, like I think the media digs deeper than what it is. You know, or even if it is deeper, you know, I feel like that's just something that, you know, they should calm down on a little bit. You know, I think being a star or becoming famous, you know, it's like a mindset in a sense. You know, I think. As far as me personally, I think I've grown. I think I've grown more as a young man in learning more things. I think I'm a learning person, so I like to learn, and I watch, I see, and I learn, and I wait, and I'm patient. So it's like I watch and I see things, you know, and I just, like you said, I just learn from them, man. Like, but I always try to, like I said, I always try to take the positive out of any situation because I feel like it's so much negativity in this world, and you know, there's no reason for me to bring more negativity onto what's already there.
That's right.
You know, so I just feel like fame is a mindset. You know, I'm a musician. I wanna be the greatest at what I do, and that's the sing. You know, next thing I play the piano too, so you know you guys will see that later on. But you know, I want to learn every instrument, man. I want to learn everything I can so that I can be the best artist, so that the fame comes with the artistry. You know, like it's not necessarily like, oh, I want to be famous. No, I want to be an artist so that people can gravitate towards it. And see, people can make you famous. You know, that's what makes people famous. People make you famous. You know, and I just
That's a great point,
and you know, I think if you do what you do, which is like for me personally, like I said, I always use me because it's like I'm a musician and I want to be a musician. Like it's easy to get famous. Like people get famous doing retarded things, you know, and that's real. So it's like I want to be famous based on my music, and I want to change lives. When you change lives, that's how you become famous. Michael Jackson changed lives. You know, like a lot of great artists. Whitney Houston changed lives. You know, through your music. You know, and I think that's what's missing in the game today, man. You know, you got to change lives through the music in a positive manner.
That's it, man.
That's right.
You know, you talked about some great things today, man, in terms of, you know, the negativity aspect,
Yeah,
you know, tuning that
It's
down,
serious.
going after what you want. You know, I know a lot of people right now who are watching this, you know, aspiring singers, maybe artists, whatever it is that they want to do,
Whatever.
man. I think something I found very inspiring about you, especially after, you know, watching and reading up on you, man, is how at a young age, you deciding on what it is that you wanted to do, and just how the universe seems just parting its way and giving you those opportunities
Wow,
left after
that's
right,
crazy.
right after left. Can you kind of talk to us, man, about just the importance of chasing your dream and what you've been able to learn so far in this dream you're chasing, and the great things that you're going to go in the future, man, places that you're going to go and.
Man, I gotta say, man, you know, when you said what you just said, it means a lot because, you know, God has brought me a long way, man. I give my honor to God, cause like if it wasn't, man, I've been in some situations where I didn't know I was gonna get out of, you know, anything, man. I'm human, you know, so I've been in situations, but you know, at the same time, like I said, you know, now I think it's all about timing too. You know, as an artist, people got to learn it's all about patience. You know, you got to be patient. Even if you're not an artist, anything you're doing, you got to sometimes be patient so that you can get to where you need to do. See, now that, like you said, things are opening up and coming from left to right, it's coming fast. Even for me, you know, it's coming real fast. You know, but I'm able to take it in because, you know, like I said, I'm prepared for this. You know, my mom prepared me. God prepared me for this, like for a long, long time with the little things that I got done. You know, so now the sky's the limit, man. I'm ready. I'm ready to win the Grammy, man.
That's it, man. So what do you see yourself in 5 years, man? We already know you got that Grammy in hand.
5 years, I got
5
the
years.
Grammy.
You already got the Grammy.
So 5
What do you
years
see
old,
yourself?
I'm like 26. You know, I'm probably driving up in my Lambo.
Okay, I'm in the passenger side with you, dog.
Mercy
Come on now.
alive, though. You know what I'm saying? You know, we in the passenger seat. I'm like, what's up, man?
What's going on,
That new
man?
KT. What's up, ladies? What's up? We got the same Ray-Bans on
I
my
feel
face. What up, man? But nah, man, 5 years, man. I want to be settled. I wanna be making more money, man. But the thing is, it's not money. That's not what drives me. You know, I want to be making more money so that I can invest and put more things into what I want to do. You know,
Yeah.
I got dreams, man. I wanna travel the world, man, and I believe I can. You know, so I mean, I want to do a lot, man. It's crazy. I do play basketball, so I want to see Chris Brown 1-on-1 before I go.
Oh, okay. Now,
I
okay.
gotta see Chris one. He might got a little height on me. You know what I'm saying? He
You
might
want-
even be a little longer.
Hey, you watched the All-Star game with J. Cole?
Nah, I didn't.
Nah, he did a horrible job, man.
Oh, no.
He did a horrible job, but
J.
you know,
Cole?
nah. He didn't show out. The reason why I just asked that though, you know, just in case you know you want to throw yourself in the NBA All-Star, you know, celebrity game
Oh,
in
come
one
on.
day.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Like I look on 2K and I see Lil Bieber. They got his stats at like 95. I'm like,
Right.
This little guy, man.
That's
Like,
it, man. That's what it is. Any plugs, man? Just so charities that you're involved in, non-profits
well,
that you also might be involved in.
I have my own company, which is Marcus Music, which I run, you know, everything out of. I'm building that up right now. My mom started when I was 15, so you know, my mom's kind of like, you know, vice president, you know, president, CEO. So you know, I started that at a young age. Through that, I started my nonprofit, which I slowed down on because of the X Factor. You know, but it's called YAMA, Young Artists Making a Difference. So I just want to make a difference with young artists, and you know, I'm big on the arts, you know, especially in the arts in schools. You know, they're trying to rip the schools, trying to rip the arts out of schools, man. You know, so I'm gonna try to float it back in there, you know, silently, as good as I can, man. I know God will make a way for me, so. Like I said, you might coming soon, Marcus Music, all that, man. I'm happy, man. I'm excited.
Man.
I'm excited, man.
Go ahead and tell the world why they need to go out there when that album drop in January, why they need to get that album, when that single Wale drop, why they need to cop that single, why they need to vote for your videos on 106. Tell the world, man. Go ahead, man. Let them know, Mark. Let them know, bro.
World, look, man. I'm Marcus Canty, Epic Records, man. Look, I'm a vessel, man. I'm chill, man. I don't do too much. I just want to be out here, and I want to change the world as slowly as possible. You know, just, you know, slow and steady wins the race. That's what the tortoise told me. But January, y'all, get my EP. This is Marcus Canty. It's coming out soon. It's R&B for the ladies, you know. And like I said, I always tell people it's about not necessarily bringing back the '90s sound or even things before that, but it's about taking that sound and bringing back that feeling of the sound. You know, it's not about, like I said, bringing back that sound. It's taking the feeling from that music, you know, and that's what I want to do with my EP. In and Out featuring Wale. It's on iTunes right now. Go get it. Come on, you know Wale. He speaks for himself, man. And then, yeah, I'm excited, man. Like I said, this is Marcus Canty, January. Check it out. Y'all gonna love it, ladies. And the fellas, you gonna gravitate to it too, trust me.
That's what it is, man. My man Marcus Canty, man. We appreciate you stopping by.
Appreciate you, man.
Again, my name is Matthew Noel Braham, man. I'm here with my boy Marcus Canty, Georgia State Television, man. Make sure you tune in, cop his album, cop the EP, man. Cop the single. Check him out on 106, man. This dude's making major moves, all right?
Yes, sir.
He's signing out right now, man.
Okay, I'm ready. My bad. Before we go, let me tell y'all, man. Follow me on Twitter at I am Marcus Canty, y'all. My Facebook is the official Marcus Canty, and my website www.marcuscantyofficial.com. I love new friends, fans, foes, haters, whatever you want to be, man. Come join the ship. Trust me, he told you I ain't going nowhere. I'll be here for a long time, man.
That's it, man.
Appreciate
I know
you.
you're gonna make major moves, man. God bless, bro. All right.
You too, man.
All right. Signing out, Georgia State Television.